Assalamu alaikum friends. For the last 2 centuries, this country has never seen any work except for a few years, and this country is always surrounded by food, war or war. Recently, the Afghan government has taken some steps that have made the whole world wonder what tools the Afghan government has with the help of which it is succeeding in all the problems. Afghanistan's currency has outperformed almost all the world's currencies and is getting stronger day by day, even against the dollar. Able to stabilize its currency so quickly that when the country has to export as well as imports, what method has Afghanistan adopted to keep the currency so stable? The secret that governments, the whole world was eager to know, and finally their Musashi spies informed them how Afghanistan, by implementing this policy, is outperforming the big parties of the world. Even the currency of the biggest country in the world, i.e. India, has been left behind by Afghanistan and is also going up rapidly against the dollar. In today's video, we will talk about all those coins with the help of which Afghanistan has brought the currency of Afghanistan to the heights in such a short time, i.e. within just 3 years, and has shaken the big parties of the world. Nazreen Grami. You all know that in February 2021, America completed its military revolution from Afghanistan, and all the management of Afghanistan was handed over to the Taliban. The Taliban captured almost all the cities and towns of Afghanistan before February 2021 and appointed their governors there. The biggest issue of this devastated country was the unemployment, war, devastation, and food war present here. As soon as the Afghan government, i.e. the Taliban, took over, the first thing they paid attention to was the food war. And it was completely eradicated so that this thing of stability in the country does not become an obstacle. The next big stage was the unemployment in Afghanistan, which had ruined the efforts, and Afghanistan had to face a lot of problems. There were no such means available through which they could bring any change in the days. To find a solution to this, first of all, the people of Afghanistan were forced to use only Afghan currency, as the Pakistani currency is called rupee and the American currency is called dollar. Similarly, the currency of Afghanistan is called Afghani. In February 2021, there were about 135 Afghanis against the dollar. Similarly, the Afghani currency was also very weak in comparison to Pakistan and India. On one hand, this ban was imposed on the people, and on the other hand, Pakistani, Indian, Iranian, and American currency were refused to be accepted so that the entire public uses the Afghan currency, and this can increase the demand for this currency. On the other hand, Afghanistan imposed strict restrictions on those going out of its country, and the limit of dollars taken out was reduced drastically. As we all know, Afghanistan is a landlocked country, that is, it does not touch any sea, so only 2 routes can be used to go and come to Afghanistan. One route is the land route, while the other is the air route. Afghanistan has imposed a restriction for land routes that if a person goes out of Afghanistan, he cannot take out more than $500. Its purpose is to bring more and more dollars into the country. On the other hand, a restriction was imposed for air travel that a person cannot take out more than $5,000 at a time. And even before taking it out, that person will have to prove that these dollars are earned by his hard work and not dollars earned from any illegal work. These measures very quickly made the Afghan currency a good and extremely performing currency. And within 2023, the Afghan currency strengthened to a great extent, although it still did not come in the list of top 10 currencies. For this purpose, the Afghan government played such a move that we can never imagine. Many European countries, including the United States, have imposed many restrictions on Afghanistan. One of which is that no bank without any type of ban can be used with Afghanistan. When the US made deals with the Taliban and made its unequivocal decision with Afghanistan, it was also decided in this agreement that in return for the war of so many years and the destruction caused as a result of it, the US will pay damages to the Afghan government on behalf of the United Nations and its own government. Apart from this, The funds of Afghanistan, which have been frozen in various countries of the world, will also be slowly released to non-governmental countries so that the money can come back to Afghanistan. Till now, Afghanistan's foreign armies had sent aid to non-governmental countries because banking channels could not be used for this due to restrictions. Therefore, this aid will be sent to the Afghan government in the form of cash through various aircraft. Thus, this huge amount of cash has greatly increased the level of foreign exchange of war. On the other hand, Afghanistan made another move, and the attitude of global sanctions has changed completely because China and Russia do not pay much attention to the sanctions imposed by America, the European Union, and other international bodies, and give full support to such sanctions imposed. Therefore, using its Azadi Khar policy, the Taliban not only took its reimbursement from America, but on the other hand, started increasing its relations with China. At present, China is investing in Afghanistan in countless projects, some of which are so big that due to them, the Afghan currency has reached the top among the currencies of the whole world in just a few months. One of these plans includes building a major canal, while China is also working on plans to search for oil and gas inside Afghanistan. If oil and gas are discovered in Afghanistan, then not only China will benefit immensely from this, but perhaps Afghanistan too will become one of the richest and most powerful countries in the world in just a few months. On the other hand, Afghanistan has also started its relations with Russia along with China. The initiative was increased, and experts and engineers were transferred from both these countries so that the culture in Afghanistan could be promoted. The current situation is that the Afghani currency and money are performing so well that the European Union is watching Afghanistan's progress with keen interest. The current situation is that the Afghani currency, which had fallen so much, used to get about 135 Afghanis against $1. Today, the same Afghani currency gets only 78 Afghanis against $1. You can guess from this that Afghanistan has not only left Pakistan and India behind, but has also succeeded in degrading the American currency to a great extent. Where will this journey of progress of the Afghani currency stop, and what are we going to see in the coming years? For this, it is necessary to keep a close watch on the progress of Afghanistan and try to learn from it.